Hello everybody, John here. I had a video that I took about a month ago in June, and I thought I might as well do something with it. So what it's about is honeycomb in a top bar beehive. I've been doing top bars for 4 years now, on my fourth year. I've had very good fortune with them. I'm in southern Illinois, so the temperature's not too hot, it's not too cold. They've wintered fine, not lost a hive yet, and I end up having 5 hives now. So for me, the top bar hive was the way to go, especially as far as lifting and working with and being able to keep all my tools and all the hardware together in one box. Was kind of nice. So what this video is about is the only problem I really see with top bar hives for me, and that is sometimes you can have trouble with the comb. I've never had trouble in the brood section. They always build nice straight comb there with no trouble. I use 1.5 wide top bars. I think that helps quite a bit. But when they get down to the honey end of the hive, and it's usually the last 4 or 5 bars, almost as they're filling up the end of the hive, at that point they do seem to want to sometimes do a little bit of curving to it. I don't know if that has to do with airflow and trying to dry it out. And sometimes on those hives too, they build such thick comb. On an 1.5 wide bar, they might have 2.25 inches wide comb on it. So like I say, here's just a little video of kind of showing me having a problem with a couple pieces of comb. Hope you enjoy it. And like I say, as far as top bar beekeeping goes, to me this is probably the biggest problem, which is not that big. Thanks for watching. Hello everybody, John here. It's June the 4th. I took off this afternoon because I wanted to look in the hives here and see if I could maybe pull some honeycomb out. The next week it's supposed to be rainy most of the week, so I thought today would be a good day to take a quick look at them. And I knew in this my beehive here, I had a few combs that were made over the year that were kind of rough and misshapen, and I wanted to open it up and see if they were full enough that I could maybe pull them out and get some honey out of them so that they could build some straighter comb. Again, when they get down to the honey bars, sometimes they build the comb so wide and big, and I just wanted to check what was going on here, and maybe I could get a few of these combs out of the way. So that's what I'm doing, and it looks like already this one comb was heavy enough that it broke off. This particular bar, I had a queen cage in the center there from last year when I had to replace the queen in this hive, and for some reason the bees never did fill that opening back. So I'm going to have to see what I can do together with comb. So this year, as they've added honey to it, and the weight of it caused the comb to separate and break half of it down into the bottom of the beehive. I had to remove a bar of comb to get it out of the way so I could reach in there and grab the broken off piece of comb. And there's a whole lot of bees crawling on it, of course, and there I got stung. Put a little smoke on it and tried to figure out how to get it out of there halfway easy. I noticed there's a little bit of burr comb on the side attaching it to the side of the beehive wall, so I had to cut it out. And then I was able to reach down in there and pick it up and put it over in my honey pan. For me, messing with honey is about like painting. I get it all over me, spend half my time trying to get it off of me so I don't make everything sticky on my tools and in the hive. I do always try to, when I'm done, wipe up any honey that's spilled on the top of the hive or on the sides to maybe keep ants from finding it. I decided to take this bar here and cut the honeycomb off of it. As you can see on it here, they had stopped building on the comb last year for some reason, maybe at the end of the year. And again this year they started adding it on the little corner down there where you see the extra piece of comb hanging out. They had just started to rebuild it to finish the shape of the comb. So while I was in there, and this was a pretty full comb of honey, I decided to take this one with the broken one that I had already removed. As you see here, I just easily cut the comb off of the bar. That's what I like about the top bar method. As long as the comb is straight, you can cut it off even, and then I'll end up setting it right back down into the box, and the bees will start taking over from there again and build a brand new piece of comb. Again, honey everywhere. Have to try to keep cleaning it up. And then on here I've got a little sticker showing me that that was last year's comb, so I remove it to know that anything made will be 2021's comb. Here I have another little piece of comb. A different kind of thing happened in it. I put an empty bar in between two full bars of comb of honey in the honey section, and for some strange reason the bees find it easier to add on to the older comb than they do to build a brand new piece of comb. So what you have in this case, they'll stretch out the two combs on each side of the empty bar, and then when they do try to build comb in between the two full bars, you end up with something like you saw here. So that was not going to work in the future because they would not keep a nice straight bar of comb, and that's why I took off and harvested this half a bar also. I ended up taking these 2.5 bars in and doing the crush and strain method. Had a little over half a gallon of honey, which is not too bad. I then went through the rest of the hive, and here's an example of the brood section. The comb is always good in those sections. It had about 10 or 11 bars, so all was well there. Always, as again, thanks again for watching, and God bless.